Hi friends, today in this video I'll discuss about mariadb galera high availability cluster on CentOS 7. For this I have two nodes, node 1 and node 2. 6.10 and 6.11 is the respective IPs of the node. So for this my first step will be to create a repository of galera on each of the node. So for this let me do this on node 1 first. I'm creating a new .galera.repo file. The content will be this. I'm copying and pasting this simply. This repo creation method you can get from Galera website, mariadb website. This cluster will be in multi-master mode, so that in case of high availability cluster, even if it is a Red Hat 7 HA cluster, you can use this method so that the web services and web application which are running on both the servers can use the same database. In that case, when you configure your Red Hat HA cluster active passive mode, this will work very well. You can see here 16 packages I got from my repository. Next step will be to install some prerequisites. You can see rsync and map ls off. I'll install all the packages on both of the servers, node 1 and node 2 respectively. Now because my repository has been set up, so I'll go to install the mariadb cluster and galera package as well. You can see the total download size is 152 MB, so it will take a bit time in order to, however my internet speed is good. But it will take some time. I got some inputs from my friends about Red Hat high availability cluster, basically, where Apache is basically configured in active passive HA cluster, and because hosting Drupal websites, so for that they need database also. So installing and setting up a mariadb galera cluster, multi-master cluster, is a very good option they can use. And I'm demonstrating the same kind of scenario beyond the Red Hat cluster for which I'm talking about. I'm discussing here how you can set up galera cluster in normal system also, normal servers also. If you're having any load balancing IP, this will work very great, where all your load will be distributed to the couple of nodes, node 1 and node 2. Or even you can use the same kind of scenario for more than 2 nodes, for 3, 4 and so on. Let's wait. MariaDB is a very good replacement of MySQL server. When I'm installing MariaDB 10.1. Alright, so node 1, And next step will be to install, because it has already been installed, I'm sorry. So I'll enable the mariadb, and we'll put this in systemctl start, so that enable, so that it will automatically run during system startup. Now you can see here MySQL server is running with port 3306. Next step will be MySQL secure installation. This command will set up, allow to set me root password. I set some basic security settings, it will do. Same step will perform on another node. Alright, both has done. Now this is, I'm gonna set up Galera cluster now. So the configuration, Galera configuration will hold over here. I'm removing some of the lines and I'll put my own lines, configuration lines, which pretty much required. Let me copy the configuration lines from a document. Oops. Let me remove the comments. Here is 2 Galera. So alright, so next is the same configuration, a little bit differentiation on second node. I got wrong. Okay. Node address. Node address will be different, and it holds this IP address of self. I'm sorry. So next is to enable Galera. Sorry. To restart MariaDB. I'll do that, the restart, service restart on both the servers. But before going that, on the second node the service will not be restarted. Why? Because it's not listening to node 1, because we need to allow the MariaDB to communicate each other on the firewall as well. You can see My school is running on another port also, 4567. It's actually Galera port. There are some other ports, so I am gonna enable these ports in firewall on both of the servers. Firewall CMD permanent add port. So as I told you, there are 4 ports, so I'll add all the 4 ports in order to make communication among these 2 nodes. These are 3306, 4567, 4444, 4568. These are required ports. Now let me reload the firewall. Alright. Now, because firewall rule has been added, so I can restart mariadb instance. Now let me introduce MySQL shell, where I can demonstrate you the database are replicated or not. MySQL, okay, let me, this is, I'm here in query window. So database will show this, that I have 3 database only on both of the servers. Information schema, performance schema, and MySQL. Let me take these windows side by side so that you can understand properly. Alright, you can see that both having the same database. Now I'll create one database on the on one node, and let me check that another node must be also having the same database. Alright, you can see that database are replicated. Right now it's a kind of multi-master application. I'm deleting the database, and it got deleted on another node as well. Now I'm creating another database on another node, and you can see that it has been replicated, and now I'm dropping it, same will take effect on another node as well. Alright, so my setup has been completed. Thanks for watching.